boy, this might be a rough ride. This flight for the Trader Joe's Summer Whites tasting, we're tasting Chenin Blanc and then moving into Viognier. So we're tasting 5 wines. And per usual, our setup is the same. We've got the glasses. I have the wine written down, the corresponding wine written down in wet erase. I have water, I have my spittoon, and I have my standard operating procedure right in front of me. Okay, so let's get this started. We've got the Vouvray first. After that, we have the Cape d'Or Chenin Blanc. Ooh, did you hear that? Ooh, yeah. Smoke. Okay, different colors than what we have previously had. This is the Mbali Chenin Blanc Viognier. That will be our bridge since it has both, and it is 79% Chenin Blanc, 21% Viognier, and then we move into Viognier. We've got the Honeymoon. Pulling up the rear, we've got the NDP Viognier from Pays d'Oc. So Pays d'Oc is just this enormous appellation in the south of France. These are all a very different color. These are all in the gold category, I would say. The NDP is a pale gold. The rest of them are all medium gold. Let's smell all these first. Smells like Chenin. Oh. Oh my God. Fuck, man. I don't want to taste that. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh boy, this might be a rough ride. Okay, here we go. Vouvray. On the nose on the Vouvray. Okay, so that smells like Chenin Blanc. It smells like wet wool, bruised, like soft, mealy yellow apple. It's like a old daffodil. There's a hit of sulfur on there because it's like right up my left nostril. And there's a little bit of like a wet river rock. It smells really simple. It's not as like beautifully faceted as a really high-end Vouvray or Chenin Blanc from the Loire Valley would be, but you know, it's got something on the palate. So this is what I would call sec tendre or tendre, Tendre, meaning it's not bone dry and it's not quite off dry. It's kind of in that somewhere in between space. Sugar, I'm going to go light alcohol, barely legal, barely medium alcohol. The acidity is, I'm going to put it at medium plus / high. It is primary. The intensity is medium plus. It's very simple. This is a straightforward, uncomplicated Chenin Blanc. Tastes like Chenin Blanc. Executes like Chenin Blanc. You know, it's fine. In a pinch, I don't know how much this is. I'm sure it's less than $10. But it tastes the way that it smells. What would I give this? I'd give this a 3/+. Next up, we've got the Cape d'Or that I had a strong reaction to. Let's try it again. Okay. Oh, I can't put that on my palate. I don't know if I can. I'm going to. Let's do it. I'm a professional. Fuck it. Okay. But I won't smell it. Oh, you know what that tastes like? That tastes like cheap vanilla ice cream without the sugar. I think this is a pass. In fact, I think this is a hard pass. Let's cleanse the palate. Wow, that is bad. Moving into the Mbali Chenin Blanc Viognier blend. Okay, so this is a medium gold on the nose. There's something in there that I'm not loving. It's an artificial, chemically, like new, like the new hair on a doll. Brand new doll that has new, shiny, slick hair that's blonde. And you're like, what chemicals did they make this out of? That's what's in there on the palate. It's not great on the palate, but it's better on the palate than it is on the nose. Oh, that is dry. Nose, I'm going to put plastic hair as my tasting note. I don't love the finish. See, this is why it's important to taste things when they're warm, because all of their imperfections come out. Do I think this is worth a retaste? I kind of do. Barely a 3. Barely. I'm having a tough time with that one. Okay. Let's move on to the Viognier. Honeymoon Viognier. Okay, so that has some gas in it. Okay, so that is a medium gold on the nose. Okay, so that is quite floral. That is a mango apricot at the very bottom of a yogurt when you have to, if you eat all the yogurt above the stuff that you're supposed to mix in. There's a scent in there that is also in CK1, that perfume. I want to go to perfume school. That's what I want to do. I want to take a perfume class. Let's just cut to the palate. It's a little detergent-y. This really does need to be cold. Ooh, that is dry. No tannins. Acidity, it's a little flabby too. Acidity is barely medium. Flavor intensity, that is pronounced. Characteristics, it's primary going into secondary, I think, because it's getting into like a dried yellow flower. And almost like the flower buttercup flower. It's very yellow. This wine is very yellow. Finish is medium, and it's not particularly delicious. I'll give it a 3 because it tastes like Viognier. That's why it's passing. Let's try this NDP. The NDP I hope is going to be an NBD. Okay, on the nose. Oh, that has like a orange oil note. It smells a little bit like Sprite. There it is. There it is. It's a confected apricot, like apricot confiture. There it is, confiture. Like apricoture. That's what it smells like. Okay, on the palate. Okay, that's dry. Alcohol's medium, body's medium. This one, my tongue is doing something a little funny. Like with the pH, when the pH is funny. I'm just going to put funny, fuzzy palate. Acidity is barely medium at best. That is... Okay, so when I drink Viognier, which is not often, I go to France for it, but not Pays d'Oc. I go to the Northern Rhone. I look for Condrieu. I also look for who is the producer who I love? I'm totally spacing on his name. I think the bottling I'm thinking of is Contour de Depensant, and I'm forgetting his name. That's what happens when you have sulfur dioxide shoved up your nose for hours in a day. I think I'd retaste this too, and I think I'd taste it cool. This is barely getting a 3. Oof. Okay, one more. Our last one, thank God, is next, and that's going to be the Sicilian Grillo and the simpler wines out of the can, which I feel like I had to drink cool because no one's going to pop a warm can. I'm in unless you do. But as far as these go, best of the bunch, the Vouvray. And then we'll retaste the Honeymoon and the NDP tomorrow.